Hello friends, today is again Sunday, the 21st October 2018. Today we will see the stanza number 6. So let's begin. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. So let's see this. Today we are seeing the stanza number 6, which is the delusion-rooted consciousness, or otherwise called as Moha-Mūla Cittāni. Moha is delusion, Mūla is rooted, Citta is consciousness, Cittāni is consciousnesses in the plural. So today we are seeing the Moha-Mūla Cittāni is delusion. So let's see the two types of consciousnesses that has the root of delusion. Chitta number 11 is upekka sahagatam vichikicca sampayuttam ekam. Chitta number 12 is upekka sahagatam uddacca sampayuttam ekanti icchevam sabbatapi dvadasa kusala cittani nama. So here, so I have so sahagatam, so here uddacca, so give me a minute here. Now it's correct. So I have put color for this one. So again, let's read again. Upekka sahagatam vichikicca sampayuttam ekam. And then number 12 is upekka sahagatam uddacca sampayuttam ekanti icchevam sabbatapi dvadas akusala cittani samattani. So let's now go to the, give me a minute here. Now this is the table which we saw in the past two lectures. So now what we are going to see in the past two lectures, we saw the greed-rooted consciousnesses, which runs from Chitta number 1 to Chitta number 8, and then in the last lecture we saw the hatred-rooted consciousnesses, which are Chitta number 9 and Chitta number 10. Now in this lecture we will see the delusion-rooted consciousnesses, which are Chitta number 11 and Chitta number 12. So what I see is the greed-rooted or having more chittas here, and hatred and delusion has less chittas. So it's easy to clean the mind if you just have hatred. Instead of having greed, in greed you will be struck up in many of these chittas. In hatred, only two are there, so easy to detect and come out of it. And in delusion also, it is easy to see, and only two are there, and it's easy to detect and easy to come out of it. So let's begin. Let's see it. Let's see first what is delusion. So here, so delusion, what is delusion is called moha. Moha is of two types. Moha is having two types of associations. Two types are there actually. One is associated with doubt, which is vicikiccha. Vicikiccha means doubt. So associated with doubt is for example, once an object is presented to you through the five sense doors of eye, ear, nose, and smell. Yeah, that is nose, and then tongue or taste, and the touch of the body. And then through the mind you suddenly develop a strong doubt, so it's called vicikiccha. So once the object is presented, you are suddenly doubtful about it. So this is one type of delusion, and the other one is other type is called associated with restlessness or uddacha. Uddacha is otherwise called as the shaking of the mind. The mind is suddenly shaking, and it is not able to decide what the object is, or it's not able to either develop a hating for the object, or it's not able to develop a strong greed or the liking for the object, but it is just developing a sort of restlessness called uddacha. Now let's see the examples of doubt, vicikiccha. There are two types of grave, very dangerous delusion, which is first one is the doubt that the doubts about the someone doubts the enlightenment of the Buddha himself is a very strong type of delusion, because such a person doesn't recognize. Once the person thinks that Buddha is not enlightened, the person doesn't have the chance to recognize Buddha as an enlightened person, so will reject everything that's related to Buddha, because he or she thinks that Buddha is not enlightened at all and will never have the chance to follow the good path of the Buddha or Buddhism. The Theravada Buddhism is what I denote by calling Buddhism in all my lectures. So the second type of doubt is the doubting the efficacy or the efficiency of the Buddha's teachings or the Buddha-Dhamma. Buddha-Dhamma is called as the Buddha's teachings. So some person may recognize that Buddha is enlightened, but may believe and hold the view that the Buddha's teachings is not enough for enlightenment. The Buddha's teachings or the Buddha Dhamma is not enough for purifying the mind and for freeing oneself from the cycle of birth and death. This type of people who doubts the efficacy of the Buddha Dhamma are associated with delusion actually, or associated with vicikiccha, or having the root of delusion is associated with vicikiccha or doubt. And the other one is restlessness. Restlessness is a special one, uddacha, which is actually present in all types of unwholesome chittas of hatred, and unwholesome chittas of greed, sorry, chittas of greed, greed and hatred is there is restlessness, uddhacca, to some level, but it is not detectable. Only the Buddhas or the Arahants can detect it, but we cannot detect. But here, when it is purely delusion rooted, we can clearly detect the restlessness, because it is clearly visible, and in the body we can see the double-mindedness or the restlessness, we can clearly see. So only in this case we are able to, the normal people are able to see and detect this type of delusion, uddhacca. But it should be noted that in all types of unwholesome rooted chittas, unwholesome consciousnesses, whether rooted or not rooted, will always have this some level of restlessness, which I have denoted by the blue emoji symbol, restless emoji symbol here, which is restlessness. So let's now see the delusion chittas rooted in delusion. So which is the feeling associated with is equanimity, only equanimity. The feeling, one feeling is equanimity that comes from this. And there can be no prompting here. There can be no prompting, because the delusion is directly produced from the mind itself. Nobody can produce delusion in your mind. So delusion is directly from ourselves, from the mind directly. In the core of everyone's mind who are born, there is of course delusion. Only in the Buddha's mind and Arahant's mind there is no delusion. And the feeling associated is equanimity. So equanimity, and when it is associated with doubt, here I have used this emoji of doubt here, so this will be chitta number 11. And when you have restlessness, when you have suddenly, when you can see, when you are not able to understand what is going on, or when you hear something, or when you see the results of certain things, you will feel restless. So this is nothing but delusion. And when you have the doubting mindset, this is of course delusion. So this is chitta number 11, which is which is associated with doubt, and chitta number 12, which is associated with restlessness. In fact, delusion here doesn't relate to doubt something, the normal things, or is restless, or is of course restlessness is really can be related to normal things, but doubt, the delusion, is related to the ignorance of the Four Noble Truths that the Buddha has told, which we will of course see the Four Noble Truths soon. Before when we see the when we go to the next lecture, we will be closing this unwholesome rooted chittas. So in that we will be seeing the Four Noble Truths, which is which, if we don't know, is called delusion. So let's finish this lecture here. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May all beings be always happy, Let all beings be blessed with whatever they want. Let all beings forgive me for all the wrong deeds I might have done to them in the present, in the past time, or in the future times to come. I voluntarily forgive all the wrong deeds done by all the beings, irrespective of any differences in the past time, present time, and the future time. Let us be free from aversion, let us be free from greed, let us be free from delusional mindsets. And I also ask forgiveness from all the Buddhas, all the Pacceka Buddhas, and all the Arahants for any misdeeds I might have done to them in the past, present, or the future lives. Let me be free from all the karmic debts. Let everyone be free from all the karmic debts, so that they may be their mind can be easily purified and they can move towards the Nibbana very easily. Let all beings easily achieve Nibbana. Thank you.